Hello and welcome to another video of Sonic Gazelle Pilot. I was flying recently some missions in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 with the Cessna Skyhawk 172, and I found it frustrating that I always have to maintain altitude and I have to maintain the heading, the course, using the yoke, and it's easy to deviate from altitude and from heading. So I thought, let me make a little tutorial on how to use autopilot features to have a steady altitude and a steady heading. So what you want to do first is set your altitude, intended altitude, in the primary flight display. So you can see here there are some dots. That's where we are going to put the altitude. Let's put it to 2000 feet. So you click on the VS button, Victor Sierra, and when it's on, you can turn the knob here and you will see that the altitude can be set right there. That's our intended altitude. Also, we want to have a climb rate of 400 feet, or you could choose 300 feet per minute, which will be displayed here. You click twice on VS and then on nose up, and you see that we have now a climb rate of 100, and I put it to 400 feet per minute. So that's one thing. Now our plane will, when I engage autopilot, will climb by 400 feet per minute, and when it reaches 2000 feet it will level off and fly steady at 2000 feet. Another thing is heading. Normally you would set your course using the yoke. What we can do is do it using the primary flight display. You will see that we take off in the direction of the east to the waypoint Sierra Tango Romeo Hotel Tango, and we can see here that this is at a heading of 66 degrees. So I will click on heading, and with this knob I will change the value here to 66 degrees. Let's go to the right and set it on 66 degrees. And with this set, we can take off. So, full power. And let's increase the speed to 55 knots before takeoff. And now I took off, and I can click on autopilot. And what will happen is the plane will start climbing at 400 feet per minute until it reaches 2000 feet, and it maintains a heading of 66 degrees, as you can see here. Now at the first waypoint, which is here, we will have to go to the second waypoint, and the second waypoint is Tango Romeo Delta Papa 1. Now the heading that we need there for Tango Romeo Delta Papa 1 is 145 degrees. So once we are at the point to go to the second waypoint, we will just put our heading in the primary flight display to 145 degrees. Let me do this now. Heading is still on, and let me switch this by clicking and dragging, and you will see it right here that it changes to 145 degrees, and the plane starts turning. I put it on 145, and you can see that the plane starts turning, and it will stop turning and maintain a heading of 145 degrees once it's pointing in that direction. And you see, in this way you can easily adjust your altitude and your heading. The altitude can be changed by clicking on VS and then turning the knob, and your heading can be changed by having heading on and turning this knob. We are still climbing through 900 feet, but rest assured it's climbing at 400 feet per minute. At 2000 feet it will level off. And I'm not using the yoke, and look how steady I'm holding the course of 145 degrees and how steady the altitude is being managed. And you can see, by the way, that we are going in the right direction. Just do not forget, when you reach your destination airport, to disengage heading and disengage autopilot so that you can fly manually the approach path. This is it for today. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. If you liked it and learned something, please give me a thumbs up.